Hi, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Coldwell Banker Heritage and Legacy Management Services with your market update for December 2022. And I'll be right back with that report. All right, so I'm back with the report, and we are looking at the end of year report for December 2022. And here we got going what we got going on the resale homes. So just get you up to date. I found this little tool. It works. The little red dot, you probably can't see that on your screen, but the blue line is pending, the green is available, and the red is the ones that were sold during the month of December. We see that gap, the curve on the available homes went down during the month of December as people just decided, hey, it's the holidays, we're not going to put the house on the market, let's just wait and see what happens, and we'll look at the January report in a couple of weeks. Now, here's what's going on. So first off, pending contracts continue to go down. We're down about 28% year over year from 2021 to 2022. Sales are down 35% from 2021 to 2022. And remember what I said last month is that when you're up on the peak of Everest and you're coming down to base camp, that's still a huge drop, but base camp is really, really high at 17,000 feet and some above. That's higher than anything in North America. So the sales are still really good and they're moving really fast, but that big gap, a 35% drop, looks really big. Months of inventory is up 16.1% year over year. We were at 0.88 last year, and we're at 141 on the resale homes. And when we get to the new homes, we'll talk about that. We're at about 6.7 overall, but when we look at 2.4 overall, but when we look at resale only, it's 1.41%. Average price is up 13% year over year, and the average size of home, I keep saying that I'm thinking it's going to go down. It doesn't. Obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about on that part, but what I'm seeing is that the prices are going up, and the price per square foot is up 12.72%, and days on market is slightly up at 60 compared to 56 last year. Now, here's something that we want to show you regarding the homes and their performance on real estate investment versus the market. Now, this is from BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager. And what they said was that between 1978 and 2021, there were 10 years in which we had interest rate hikes where the federal funds rate increased. And Invesco said that within these 10 identified years, the United States private real estate investments outperformed equities. That means your stocks, your bonds, things like that out on the open market. U.S. real estate outperformed these assets to the point where it was 7 times as much in the U.S. public real estate. So, I'm putting my money into real estate and trying to get it out of the equities because there's just too much volatility in that. But over time, real estate has done very, very well for people here in the United States. Now, on to the new homes market. Here's what's going on. We've got a little bit of a level off over on the green line with the available inventory. And the sales, they took a little bit of a increase as the builders tried to close out the inventory for the end of the year. Now, the pending contracts, they're down as well, 27.7% year over year. That's December 21 to December 2022. Sales were down only 3.5% compared to last year, so not as big of a deal there. It's only 9 houses difference, 257 to 248. 248 this in December 2022, 257 last year. Months of inventory is up. This is your big thing. 71% increase in the months of inventory. That's really, really big. And what we're seeing in the builder inventory market is that those builders that have inventory that's ready to deliver in the next 30 to 60 days, they're giving incentives. They're giving more towards closing costs, more towards appliances, more towards commissions, and they're also giving in backyards and front yards and upgrades and things like that. They're trying to preserve those prices so that the appraisals will stay high in the neighborhoods, but they're definitely giving incentives with the right builder that has standing inventory and trying to move that inventory. Average price is up 18.4% year over year. We're averaging $307,785 during the month of December, and the average size home is down 1.4%. Finally, I get something right. They went down just a little bit, but just a couple of feet there. And the average price per square foot is up at 12.6%. A little bit of an increase year over year. In the days on market, 165 compared to 157 last year. Not a whole lot of change there. Probably a statistical anomaly. It's just not doing that much. Now, here on the index returns, this just gives you an idea as to what's going on with the real estate market compared to the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the S&P Midcap. Month over month, we saw a 5.9% decrease on the S&P 500, 4.17 on the Dow Jones, 5.72 on the mid caps, and then on the small caps it was 6.89%. Now, we don't have the overall numbers in for the appreciation in El Paso County, but at the end of September 2022, we were up 11% year over year. Real estate's still a better investment than the stock market at this point, and I highly encourage you to get into that. By the way, I'm not an investment analysis. I can't give advice on that other than my own practical use of it and my knowledge of it, and I think it's doing better. Current mortgage and refinance rates, 30-year fixed rate, averaging at about 6.09% nationwide. Your rate's probably going to vary based on your credit and debt to income if you have any debt, but the rates are coming down a little bit month over month. Mortgage rate trends is showing that we're also looking at 6.621 for the average APR, and you could do a 15-year note at 5.258%. Three key takeaways this month. Number one, market has slowed, but it has not stopped. We still have some fast-moving inventory out there, and in most of the market, it's still a seller's market, but we are still seeing some pockets of buyer markets. For example, in the 79928 zip code, between $300,000 and $350,000 in the resale market, we topped 7 months of inventory on the resale market in that price range. And when you look at the new homes market and combine the two, there's a lot of opportunity for buyers in the 79928 zip code between $300,000 and $350,000. So you got to look at those specifics when you're looking at the market and what part are you going to be in. Is it the resale market? Is it the new homes market? What price range and what zip code? Because it's going to vary depending on where you are. Third key takeaway, interest rates. They're normalizing a little bit. We're topping out at about 6%, a little more than 6% over the last month. So that's our report for today. If you've got questions on how this information affects you in your real estate needs here in El Paso, reach out to me via text, via email. We don't do smoke signals, but if you had them out there and you could get it to me, text 915-588-1850. You can call me on that number as well, or patrick.tuttle@coldwellbanker.com. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.